The whole situation with G4TV continues to get worse, as recently they restricted their subreddit, so it's on complete lockdown. And if you thought that was already bad enough with everything that's been going on, well, now they're doubling down, because some of their moderators on their subreddit is now going and attacking men. It's not as if that's going to make G4 collapse even further or anything. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So G4 continues to just help their demise continue to escalate, while on their main channel, they have become very quiet towards things, trying to pretend as if nothing really ever happened. Well, it seems that their subreddit, yeah, they have apparently had anti-male messaging recently, which we're going to get to that in a moment. They're still doing battle on their subreddit, which we'll take a look at that in a moment. But, I mean, could you imagine, which this is what I'm saying might be, I don't know for a fact, but there's been rumors going around that the people that own G4 are not very happy with them. So, that could be a reason why they're starting to be more quiet on their YouTube channel. You know, as you can see on the video where Frostcatter Meltdown, 3,300 likes to 31,000 dislikes. It's not going over well. And in the comments section of some of their videos, they're getting completely blasted. Which, at this point, I'm surprised they haven't shut down the comments section. I'm actually shocked that they still have that on. That's actually probably the thing that baffles me the most. But if you were somebody who owned the network, I'm pretty sure you'd be pissed off yourself if you put thousands of millions of dollars into reviving a network, and then they basically have this just explosion and attack the fans and paint them all with this brush that, oh, they're all sexist. And I'm pretty sure if you started seeing everything dip and get worse, yeah, you wouldn't be very happy either. And I mean, gamers are making their voices be heard because, you know, you look at this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 2,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 subs lost. 5,000 in total as of the recording of this video. And look, everybody knows that you treat your fans with respect, they'll treat you with respect back. Now, on the other hand, you treat them like shit, well, then expect to be shit on because of your terrible behavior. But I mean, anybody knows this. You know, you treat your fans right. I mean, you give them what they're here for. You know, they were there for gaming and some entertainment. That's what they were there for. Not to be preached to, not to be lectured and attacked. I mean, that's not a good idea. I mean, who would ever want to hire Machine Gun Kelly to screech at them like a Karen? I don't think anybody'd want to be doing that. Or steel-cucked Adam Sessler. Now, some of the issues may continue to stem because of things like this that's been going on with their subreddit. PSA, be decent to each other. Staff announcement. I can't believe this has to be said, but the hosts are here. They read your comments. They see what you're saying about them. There are rules against bigotry, which, I mean, there should be. I mean, that just goes naturally. And there's a rule to be civil. If you're unable to avoid being a bigot, and or if you're choosing to attack others, or our host, you're going to be banned. It's just that simple. Well, I mean, does that mean that you would ban Frost and Adam Sessler because, you know, well, they've proven they're bigots. So, I mean, doesn't that mean that they got to be banned too? I mean, I'm just saying. But, oh, wait, that's right. It has to fit their line of thought. Right. So it's specific people that they choose. Right, got it. Yeah, I see how this works. You may think that it's because this is Reddit or the internet in general. You can sit behind your computer screens, all comfortable, and say what you want. And you're right, you can, but there are rules here to be upheld, and it takes minimal effort to be a decent person. So, of course, you don't want real terrible stuff being said and thrown around. Like, I get that. Like, you know, you don't want real bigoted stuff going on, like actual sexism or racism or anything like that. Like, I get that. Because you also have to uphold the rules of what Reddit has set into motion. So I understand that you're on a platform where you've got to make sure that none of that stuff really happens, right? I get that. Which, I mean, anybody knows it shouldn't happen. Just saying. But at the same time, they're doing this more in terms of their line of thought, is what it's actually about. Because they had another post, apparently. So, this person stated this, especially coming from men who already are coming from a place of privilege. Again, G4TV, no one wants to be preached to or be told they're ist and privileged by simply existing in this space. Everyone should be able to say no matter what gender or opinion, period. And then here's this big long post. And look at this. Like, we're going to go into this. So this is the post right here. And this is from the G4 staff saying, a lot of folks are having a hard time understanding that a public forum, this subreddit, for example, has moderators that reserve the right to enact bans and delete comments based off rule violations, which, yeah, I get that. I mean, like I said, you're on a platform, you have to, abide by that. So I get if they have to delete comments or things being said that is not allowed on the platform. Like, I get that. Like, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, you're going to abide by those rules, of course.
What are you?
But
an idiot sandwich.
Get this. Right here. They end the first paragraph with this. Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequences. I don't think anyone's surprised to see them say that, because this is the typical thing that they always say. This is their typical, far leftist pro-censorship line that they always use. I don't think anyone's shocked to see it at all, the slightest. But if you think it ends there, oh no. Look at this, and it continues. Censorship is a whole different beast. We aren't trying to censor folks for having different opinions. We are weeding out the folks in this community who are obviously here to spread their thoughts that no one ever asked for in bad faith. But isn't that Reddit? Like, isn't that its entirety? That they give opinions that people never asked for? I mean, isn't that kind of the point? I'm just throwing that out there. This includes, but is not limited to, calling Frosk a liar. Oh, yeah, okay. Defending Frosk, yep. Okay, here comes the double down. When you do not know her on any level and just have strong feelings about video game topics. Saying Frost's lived experiences aren't that big of a deal. Oh, good God. Or that they're not real, especially coming from men who are coming from a place of privilege that would need to be active listeners to understand, and general incivility in the comments. Really? Like, you're going here again. You're doubling down. Wow, G4. No lesson was learned. Zero. Like, nothing was learned from the experience of Frost's meltdown. It's clearly obvious. And to continue to attack your fans, yeah, no, this is not going to help you. This is only going to continue to make it worse, and it's only understandable as to why more people would get upset over this. Like, you smack the beehive, and the bees attack you, and it's like, oh, it's misogyny! I mean, seriously, G4. Like, you're smacking the beehive, you're making things worse, and continuing to lecture people, pointing your finger in their face, and yell at them. It's not gonna make anything any better. G4's just gonna make it worse. I mean, that's what they're doing right here. You can have opinions, but once they start to dive into the realm of hurting other people or include assumptions about someone you do not have even the slightest knowledge of, that's just not okay. Many of y'all really need to calm down and keep some of your ideals, I think they mean ideas, to yourself or to subs that are made special for them. The mods and I do not care what political affiliation you have. Yes, you do. That's complete total bullshit, because they do. We know they do. Nor how you vote. Yet again, bullshit. Because we all know they care about that. That's important to them. Because we know how they are. We care that many folks here are adding vitriol to the discussion about someone who was trying to stand up for injustice in a very power-imbalanced industry.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Here's another thing to think about, okay? So they say, you can have opinions, but once they start to dive into the realm of hurting other people or include assumptions about someone you do not have the slightest knowledge of, that's not okay. Well, what were you doing then, Frosk? I mean, think about it like this. Frosk herself, what was she doing? She was looking at supposed comments that were about her looks. Well, if they were about her looks, here's the thing. Does it mean that it was men? Does it mean that every single last one of them was men? Not exactly. These are just accounts that she saw, that commented. Does it mean that every single last one of them was owned by a man? Not necessarily. Because it could have also been women too. I mean, that's also a possibility because women are also critical of other women's appearances. I mean, so what Frost did here was she immediately concluded that it must have been a man when she had no idea. It was all upon her assumption. So it's funny that they want to say that, oh, don't do this kind of stuff when what did Frost do? She did that. It's hypocritical, G4.
You went full retard, man.
Never go full retard.
I mean, seriously. They put this up here. This was a bad post. It clearly was. And it doesn't make anything any better. And they attack men in this. Again. I mean, you know, and then they try to say, oh, don't have assumptions about people you don't even know. Frost did that. Like, that's what she did. These accounts that are online that commented, they could have been owned by a woman too. You know, it's still likely it could have been a man, yeah, but she doesn't know that for a fact. So, you know, that's exactly what she's doing. It's hypocritical of them to put that in that post. And I mean, you shouldn't have attacked your audience in the first place. I mean, I'm just saying. If it were me, I would have fired Frost the moment she did that. But that's just me, because that's not professional. That's not what she's there for, you know? And that's what I would have done, but that's just me. I will continue to keep an eye on this G4 TV situation. If it gets worse, I'll continue to cover it. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and make sure you were still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also be sure to follow me on both Discord and Minds. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on both Discord and Minds. Links are in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.